What is responsibility? What's your responsibility? What are you supposed to do, and how do you know you're supposed to do it? Very important topic. Let's take a look at the world. They're responsible for their families. They go to work. The people out there, they're responsible to take care of their bodies. They take care of their car, their house, maybe their education, maybe try to develop into what they'd like to be. These are all normal responsibilities that most people can understand there's a value to. And so many assume that those responsibilities and take them on. What about responsibilities that you can't see a value to? What about the responsibilities that you can't really prove that you need to do? What about moral commitment to responsibility? What about things that you can't see evidence that what you've done has done anything worthwhile putting the effort in? I'd like to just say that if we are worthy, if we ourselves want to be worthy, then we have to live according to what we know we would have to do to others in order to justify our worthiness. As soon as we become aware of something that maybe others are aware of, maybe they're not, but as soon as we become aware of something that we need to be doing or that we could do, even if we don't see a result from it, we have to ask ourselves if we're worthy to continue on without doing it. Now, obviously, the world needs a lot of work and a lot of help. So if we just constantly say, I'm going to do something, and it's not calculated, it's not thought through, we could get to the point where we're just working like crazy, like fiends, to not get anything accomplished. That's not what I'm talking about. When we see something right in front of us that we can do and we don't do it, we have to ask ourselves whether we're worthy or not. Because we didn't do it, we have to wonder whether we're worthy to have it done to us. If we're willing to receive, then logic would suggest that there are others out there that are willing to receive. Now the trick is to find them. Most people believe they don't need to receive anything. They've got everything they need. But our responsibility is, because we know, as searchers, if you're talking with me, chances are you're a searcher. Because we know that we need, that we can gain more from input and a higher sense of calling or purpose or conscious heightening, then it's our purpose to also give. This is why I do this. I don't charge for this service. I just offer it. This is a sense of responsibility, because I would want those in the world that are qualified to help me to help me. Now, I have met very few people that I believe personally are qualified to help me. But that could be just my luck. I don't know. But I know that I'm qualified to help others, and so therefore I have to live up to my responsibility to do that in order to be feeling as though I'm honorable enough and deemed worthy enough to receive it myself. That's how I determine my responsibility. So I'm looking for people that I can help. If they ask me, it's obvious I'm going to help. I'm going to do what I can. But how do I find those people in this world of people that don't really want to be helped, that don't want to look for something greater, that just want to exist? What I've done is I've started this particular page right here by just asking those close to me, or those that have expressed an interest in helping, or that feel or see that there is some responsibility to help if it can be done, to help. Now, I don't know what their vision is compared to mine with what needs to be done in helping the world, but I do know that they should help me as I would be willing to help them if I was asked. So the question is, will they, and how will they? Because they have been directly asked So the responsibility now lies in their court. If they are able to, will they help? I've told them what they need to do to help. I have said all they need to do is be involved. They can do much more if they want, but if they're involved, that will allow me to help. So the responsibility, I think, is that I take upon myself is that if I'm going to be worthy to be helped, I must help. If others want to be helped, they should help. If others see a calling from someone to help, they should help. To not do that would be, I believe, to walk away from responsibility, but I can't judge. It could be that those people wouldn't want someone to help them. And if that's the case, they're under no obligation to help. Only if they know they would want that would there be responsibility. So that is kind of how we use what I like to refer to as the golden rule, Jesus' teachings of doing unto others as you would have done unto yourself, in love, through the understanding and knowledge of the teachings and what they mean. This is what I try to practice. I have a hard time finding someone else that wants to practice the same thing within the circles of the people that I know and associate with. But though I don't expect anything, I'd like something. But if nothing is given, I deem it as the only possible excuse is that nothing is wanted. And that's acceptable. But if there is something wanted and needed and desired, and you're not willing to give, you must ask yourself the question, am I worthy of receiving? That's the lesson of responsibility, and that can only be answered by each one of us individually. That's all I have to say on responsibility for today.